Hey guys. So this video is going to be a little bit different than what you're used to. This is about a Cub Cadet snowblower that won't start, and we end up fixing it using parts off an old Stihl trimmer. So you're going to want to watch right to the end to see how this one ends. I decided I'd post one of these videos on this channel. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if you guys like it. Maybe you won't like it. Maybe you'll hate it. I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments what you think. And then Sunday morning, tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I have a great chainsaw video coming up for you. It involves an MS361, some aftermarket parts, and a box of NOS Stihl parts that I bought out of someone's trunk in our parking lot. So have your coffee ready, and I'll see you at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. I hope you enjoy this video. Let us know in the comments what you think. Do you want to do the Cub Cadet that won't start or the yard works with a broken cable? Your choice, Tyler. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
The Cub Cadet.
Cub Cadet that won't start, and he broke something trying to fix it. Okay, let's do it. I'll grab the service tag for this and just read it out so we don't miss anything. Okay, so this Cub Cadet snowblower, the tag says it won't start, and he tried to fix it but broke a plastic piece at the carb, he thinks. Okay, what came in the bag? I seen a bag of parts here.
So,
yep.
And the choke knob. So he didn't break anything. You're supposed to, when this is all together, this choke knob sits here. And to get this cover off, you're supposed to pull the, well, I always pull this throttle knob off. Okay. I'll pull it off here in a sec. And then you pry this choke knob up. It fits on this control shaft. It just fits on there like so. And he probably thought he broke it.
So he didn't break anything.
He didn't actually break it.
Perfect.
But,
okay, so that's good news. So this thing won't start. We got to find out why. Any guesses as to why this snowblower will not start?
Oh, these newer ones, you don't have to pull. They've got a little slot now for the for the throttle plastic to come fit through. So primer line. Oh, he broke the primer fitting. Look at that. So that he broke that off the carburetor. That's pretty unfortunate. Yeah.
Darn.
So that fitting's kind of needed. It's a little plastic fitting here.
Yep, right your fingertip.
Which is broken. We got to take this carburetor off anyway. So we'll do that right now and see how bad it is in there, why it won't start for him. That's doesn't look right. The top of that throttle shaft. That's mouse chewing. Right there.
Mouse house?
Yep. Mouse chewing usually means his house is not far away. He must have got hungry and that plastic tasted pretty good.
And mice love to build a house down in the drive system. Any sign of a mouse house? Oh, yes. When you see stuff sticking out, leaves and pieces of insulation, it's a pretty good indication that there's a mouse house in there.
A little bit of crud down there, but nothing to worry about. Okay, next step. Okay, there's that carburetor. I've just took it apart. If you're here, maybe you already know how to take these apart. Anyway, our issue here is this primer line fitting. So it's built into the carb body. It's not a replaceable part. The guy, when he was taking a carburetor off, maybe this is what he meant he broke. Okay, so hit the primer line, it shoves air down this fitting into the bowl, pressurizes the bowl, pushes fuel up the main jets and into the throat of the carburetor. Now without that, and if you have poor fuel, you're only relying on your choke, and that may not start the engines. From MTD, this is probably pretty pricey for a carburetor, and I don't really want to give Jeff Bezos any money today by ordering an aftermarket. So let's dig this fitting out and see if we have something that can go in there, and I'll explain all this. First, let's get this out. Follow me.
We're following.
Okay, get this plastic off first, actually. You can definitely tell he had a tool on that, so that's why I figured maybe this is the part he was talking about breaking. That's on there for such a little piece of plastic. There we go. Oh, it's got a little ring that hold. Okay, got a little ring in it. So I've never actually took one of these apart to notice. You know, you see them broken, and you just, you need a new car, but there is a little piece of plastic in there that is holding this on. All right, anyway. Rid that. And go try and get this out. Vise, but not. Yeah, I don't know if this vise will work. It's too smooth. Got to go to the bigger vise.
We'll just follow you. Come on, guys.
Not. This could be a fail. So. Got to get it moving. Oh, there we go. All right, so I got just a bit of pressure on it. I could put too much pressure on it and just crush that piece of brass. And just enough that it stops moving and I can zoom in right there.
I'm zoomed in.
Oh, are you? Okay. And I just wiggle it out of the carburetor, just like that.
We seen it. That was good.
Yeah, if you crush that, you just break it, and then you have to drill it out. And, well, that was a lot quicker.
Perfect. We'll follow you back over there. Nice mess.
All right, let's get this stuff out of the way for a second. What do we got here? We got a piece that goes into the carburetor is about 4 millimeters. Okay. So if you have a box full of old carburetors from two-stroke mainly, you'll have these little brass angled fittings, okay? And if I wanted that, I could just twist and usually pull those out. They're pretty handy. Okay. Anyway, don't need that one. It's not the right size. So there's a whole box of them right here. What do I got here? Look at that one. 4 mil. Now, this is off. I think it's an FS38 Stihl carburetor, which we replace how many a year?
Too many.
Too many. And yeah, it'll fit right in there ish. It'll fit right in there ish. It'll be a tight fit. So just going to grab some pliers. I'm just going to work it in. It's like press fit. Okay, so this is an MTD carburetor, and that's the brass fitting off a Stihl FS38 trimmer. So we're just going to walk that in there. That is an excellent fit. I can't remember where it was clocked at. Should have took note of that, made a little mark, but That hose is here. Can't remember, so I'm just going to bend it back a bit and we'll run our primer hose a different way. The magic of camera, I just looked at what Erica filmed there and I noticed it was actually pointed right about there.
Good thing we're filming.
Good thing we're filming. I wouldn't have remembered, so I would have had to go look at a new one. Perfect. There's our, so we'll hook our primer line up to that. And
you just saved him a lot of money.
I did, and I showed, and I'll show some people online. Hopefully I can save them if they're in a jam and they don't want to wait for the Amazon delivery courier. They're not the greatest lately. They used to be pretty good. Now things have changed, we'll say. So I've cleaned all my jets. I've cleaned my bowl the best I could. There was a little rust starting. It'll start again if he keeps water in his fuel. So I'm just going to put all this back together. I'll meet you over there at the machine. I got to show you something. Come back here for a sec. I found his non-starting issue. This is the main jet. And see if we can pick that. Oh, it turned to nothing. It was in there. There was a piece of watery, like ethanol gel. It's gone.
Like schmutz?
Schmutz, yes. Schmutz. It's gone now.
That's a Wisconsin thing. Schmutz.
The original primer line has a bit of a memory to it. You see, it's kind of out a bit up here where it was on. So it doesn't quite, it fits, but not as nice as I would like it to. So you could maybe you just wrap a small zip tie around this. All you're doing is pushing air. It's not holding fuel or nothing like that. No, I'm happy with that. I'm going to put a small zip tie because this is for, I'm trying to help the guy who's at home and probably just needs to fix this thing. So don't consider this like a how-to video. This is more like a how to get your snowblower running if you broke your primer line fitting while you were trying to clean your carburetor.
And don't want to go buy parts.
Well, yeah, if the snow is in your driveway, you don't really want to wait. So I'll just get that on there a little tighter. I wish my work table was as clean as Erica's chainsaw table, but it's not going to happen.
I've tried to clean it for you, but you just smuck it up again.
That's perfect fit right there.
That's a good fit.
Get rid of that. I got to check his tank for water. And it's not here for a service, is it?
No, it's just here because it won't start and he broke something. That's all he wants. He just wants it back up and running.
So how does he know it's working good?
He doesn't.
Okay.
He's assuming it works good.
We'll give it a quick look over. So I can see some water in this tank just kind of sitting at the bottom. Okay. So we'll use the Mighty Vac fluid extractor and just get it out of that tank.
Okay.
You pump, I will run the hose.
Sounds good.
There wasn't a lot. There was just a
bit of water.
Little bit sitting in the bottom of the tank.
Well, that's probably why it wouldn't start.
Correct.
These things won't run on water.
Canada's finest 10% ethanol fuel right here. Usually put alkylate fuel, especially if they come in the summertime. We'll put alkylate fuel in, which comes in a can. But being that it's snowing right now, just regular fuel goes in. People don't like spending the money in our area on alkylate fuel. They kind of look at us like $45 for 4 liters. They think we're crazy.
So this thing's going to go out and do some work. So we're just going to put our fresh canned like pump fuel in it.
I think they just like seeing us every year. They just want to bring their machine back and
break their machine on purpose and bring it in.
Yeah, I think so.
I think some of these guys break their chainsaws on purpose to bring them in.
Yep. Oh, we gotta hook that primer line back up. Not much room. That line is short. So very carefully, that choke rod, you have to be careful with that and work it in, or you'll snap it off at the carburetor. It's kind of hard to show you, but if you pull this cover straight when you're removing this, that rod is still in here for the choke. So if I pulled straight back, I would snap it off. So you gotta lift these up a bit. And can you kind of?
Yep, we can see it.
They break off right at the carburetor, and then you need a choke mechanism. I can't remember if you can buy that separately or not.
I think you can.
Yeah.
We see them broken all the time.
Like there. Okay, so primer line's on, carburetor's clean. Put these bolts in. There. Yeah, if you break that shaft, you're in trouble. You won't be able to choke the engine out. You'll be sitting there priming it, trying to start it. Does it start? Full throttle, choke, couple primes. It idles, so that's a good test. Usually they don't idle if the carburetor's still dirty.
Well, that's all it was here for. So we'll just make sure that it drives.
Yes.
Forward, reverse. We'll make sure that the auger's working.
With no vibrations.
Yep. And if it all does, then I guess that's it for this one. He does not want a service. He doesn't want.
Oh, I can't. That mouse nest.
Oh, we'll yeah, clean. That's right too.
That's got to come in.
Likely got a mouse house under this pan down here.
Oh yes, there's that smell.
The smell of a mouse.
Oh, that stinks.
Well, there's a mouse house for you. Oh my, the smell of that.
That's pretty bad.
So, like, this man did not ask for a service, but, like, what if we hadn't noticed this and just let it go? This is the tough part about some of this work, is if you do only what the customer asks, it leaves here like that.
Look at it jammed right in the gears. So you'd be, I mean, I don't know for sure, but you'd be putting pressure. You can't have stuff jammed in your gears.
No.
I mean, I don't know how crucial it is on a snowblower, but it's just not good.
No, that's bad.
Like it'd be pushing the gears apart, technically.
So we'll take a picture of the mouse house and just attach it to his invoice, in case he doesn't believe
The only
us.
reason I noticed is because I seen they chewed on the throttle shaft.
So when you see chewing somewhere on your snowblower, lawnmower, whatever it may be, there's a very good chance there's a mouse.
That's toilet paper.
Condo in your equipment somewhere.
I hope it's.
They will chew up insulation, wrapping paper, toilet paper, anything they can get their hand, well, not their hands, their paws on.
Paws.
That's toilet paper.
Or Kleenex. Let's go with hopefully it's just Kleenex.
Or clean toilet paper.
It's all in the gears, the teeth of the gears. Just trying to get it out of there without using the air yet.
Too much stuff in here right now, but it's ice storming out, so we're trying to keep everything inside. Once they get covered in a layer of ice, it's hard to get them out of ice. Okay, so this thing starts, drives, and blows. And we cleaned a great big mouse house out of it. So there's another one ready for pickup. And we fixed that just using parts that we pulled off a Stihl carburetor. No new parts were ordered. Hopefully this video helps somebody out there who breaks their primer line off their Cub Cadet snowblower. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.